In this video, we're going to talk about 1.1 Objective 3, where we identify and describe the sample, population, statistic, and parameter in a statistical study. So let's go ahead and look at our first question. The following is a description of a statistical study. Identify and describe numerically or in words the sample, the population, the sample statistic, and the population parameter. In a survey of about 29,000 adults in a country, it was concluded that about 12.5% of all adults in the country smoked one or more cigarettes in the past week. So, first question is, what is the population in the given problem? And our population is all adults in the country. How do we know that? Because it says 12.5% of all adults in the country. So there's our population right there, that this 12.5% inference is in regards to the population right there. Identify the sample for the given problem. That would be the 29,000 adults that are selected. So that's option A. What is the population parameter in the given study? And that is the percentage of all adults in the country who smoked one or more cigarettes in the past week. So this percent of all those who smoked one or more cigarettes in the past week, this right here. So that is option A. And then last question here, identify the sample statistic. So that would be the statistic is right there, the 12.5%. So this is the sample statistic. This is the population parameter, is described by these words. All right, let's move on to the next question here. In a test of the effectiveness of garlic for lowering cholesterol, 48 adult men were treated with garlic in a processed tablet form. Cholesterol levels were measured before and after the treatment. The changes in their levels of LDL cholesterol in milligrams per deciliter have an average or mean value of 3.5. Identify the sample, the population, the sample statistic, and the population parameter in this study. So let's first identify the sample in the given study. And that's going to be the 48 adult men of the study, which is option B. Let's identify the population in the given study. And that's going to be all adult men that we're trying to make an inference about, right? So then we're to identify the sample statistic in the given study. That would be the mean value, the average change in the levels of LDL cholesterol in milligrams per deciliter, which is 3.5. And that's of the adult men in the study after receiving the garlic treatment. So this is option D. It's pretty wordy, but just understand it's that number that's right there, and that only applies to the change in LDL level for the 48 adult men who were sampled, right? And then last thing here, identify the population parameter in the given study. So what is this sample statistic trying to get us to make an inference for? And that is the average change in the levels of LDL cholesterol in milligrams per deciliter of all adult men after receiving the garlic treatment. So that would be C. Let's look at number 3. Following is a description of a statistical study. Identify and describe numerically or in words the sample population, sample statistic, and population parameter. In a survey of 170 senior executives, 44% said that the most common job interview mistake is to have little or no knowledge of the company where the applicant is being interviewed. So, what is the population in the given problem? So, this would be all senior executives. This 44% here is 44% of what? It's 44% of these senior executives, but this sample needs to help us make an inference about all senior executives. So identify the sample for the given problem. That would be the 170 senior executives that were selected, which is option D. Then we're asked, what is the population parameter in the study? And that is the percentage of all senior executives who said that the most common job interview mistake is to have little or no knowledge of the company where the applicant is being interviewed. So that was option B. That's this percentage. It's right here. And now identify the sample statistic. So that's this 44% right here is the actual statistic that describes the sample of the opinion of these 170 senior executives, but it also helps us make an inference about the population of what we think is going on with all senior executives and what their opinion would be. All right, that's it for this video. We'll come back next time and talk about 1.1 Objective 4. See you for the next video.